Shalom, shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to many Akim, Wakwafim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. So today's lesson is going to be on this video, all right, that I saw, and basically I'm going to put the link in the description. Absolutely, you have to watch it. It's just a very important thing. It just goes to show just how much self-hate that Israel has for themselves. Okay, but basically, in order to compress it, I'm not going to play a 20-minute video. But basically, in order to compress it, make it, give you the general idea, it is this man on the right, okay, on TikTok, teaching the young Israelite Jake men, or Judite men more specifically, I guess, probably, Judite men, Judite young boys, okay, how to basically be proper men, teaching them proper as well as practical skills in addition to proper behavior, okay, as well as masculine behavior.
I'm making this video.
Slakia, I want to get over here. So I just want to show right quick one of the videos that he's showing. I'm going to let you. Not all of it, but a bit of the stuff.
On your tire, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Remember, all this information is on the vehicle, usually somewhere, so you don't have to go and find it, right? So what you're gonna do in almost every single vehicle, you're gonna open the door. Come over this side. You're gonna open the door. You're gonna look in the door jamb.
All right, so basically, as you see, this is a very practical. This is very practical information that if you own a car, or if you need to do something about a car, you will need this type of information. But the thing is that we are not taught this information. We're not taught this information anywhere. Okay, in school, at the fucking the mechanic, you just have to. Okay, well, I don't know what's going wrong with my car. I have to go to the mechanic. I have to shell out hundreds of dollars, this and the third. I have to go pay someone to go change my tires. I have to go pay someone to do this, that, and the third, and whatnot. And a lot of the things is men in general, I want to say 30 years ago, because it's like we're in 2024, the Babylonian year of 2024. Okay, so I'll say 20 plus years ago at minimum. All right, a lot of men at the time that were actual men, they knew how to change tires. They knew how to do some sort of basic stuff. All right. But the thing is that the men now, they don't know all this stuff. They have to pay someone else to do it. They can't, do all this heavy labor. And the thing is, I didn't know how to change a tire. I didn't know how to do all these, car stuff, all these masculine stuff, how to fix shit and whatnot, until either I was forced into a situation where I literally had to learn how to change a tire because I could not afford to go do all this extra stuff, and I needed to save as much money as possible myself. And then also B, I just when taking my car to said mechanic, instead of just relying on them 24/7, I watched what they were doing, and then I actually took that information and learned and applied it myself, especially for the whole tire pressure thing. All right, it is these are all very important, not important, but practical lessons that we as men in general need to know. Now the reason why he made this video was because there were a lot of people that were getting mad at this man they were nitpicking certain things that he was doing. He's saying, "Oh, you need to teach these kids. Why are you making those kids say yes, sir? That sounds weird. You're making me uncomfortable for this." Like, what? what the fuck? What are you talking about? And he even explains it, which, fuck. He even explains it, which I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let the video play to say why he says that here, because this is a very important thing. And the thing that he's about to say, it applied to me before. I had to learn that, you know, that those bitch tendencies, that effeminate mindset. All right, now let's let him play.
Because they saw videos of him teaching these young boys, and they're seemingly disturbed by the boys saying yes sir to this grown adult male.
There's been a lot of fuss on my social media pages about the students saying yes sir, and I don't think people are understanding why we have them say yes sir and say it so often. I don't think many of you actually work with children. If you work with young boys today in 2024, most of these boys are very, very, very soft spoken. They barely speak when you speak to them. They don't say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Like, they don't get the proper greeting of the day at all. They ignore you when you're talking to them. They're nodding their heads and all that. No, they want to, you know, finger grip you when you're trying to shake their hand and, you know, grab you with those fingertips. And, you know, I make them say yes sir for a reason. The reason being is that it's teaching them to respond to something when somebody's talking to you. It's a routine that I'm building in responding when somebody's talking to you. We also make them say the proper greeting of the day. When they come in the room, when they come in our building, they have to say.
So yeah, this is so absolutely important. Okay, as I was growing up, I was as I was growing up, I was exactly like that. I was soft spoken. I was freaking, you know, not giving proper handshakes or, you know, doing any of the stuff that he was basically saying. Okay, so, and this is the thing that the older men in my life, my older brother, cousins, whatever, okay, they had to be the ones to say, hey, you got to do this, you know, stop doing this, or, and not even that, but also just strangers, like men in general. When I was younger, and I would just be in around, you know, Israelite men, they would say, hey, you gotta stop doing this, you gotta do this. They were trying to guide me on the right path. And lo and behold, through the Spirit and power of YAHAWAH, a lot of what they said stuck with me. All right, and this is the thing. Like, we need to suck it. That's also another thing. The importance of, you know, the older generation actually teaching, actually correcting. All right, let me get this. Teachers. All right, well, I'll just use this for now. Titus, chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given too much wine, teachers of good things. So the main thing is teachers of good things. It says the aged women, but it also can apply the aged men. All right, the same way. And the thing is that Israel, for the most part, a lot of Israelites today, they do not have their fathers in their lives. So, or more specifically, yes, both women and boys and girls, they don't have their fathers in their lives. So as a result, they don't get the proper, you know, masculine training or even the discipline that they need to be taught and brought up with. All right, so as a result, you know, having only with their mothers, okay, then the mothers can only teach what they know of, and it is usually, you know, effeminate things. Okay, so as a result, the sons, having only their mothers in their lives, they pick up on those effeminate traits. All right, so as a result, you know, you're gonna have boys that are gonna be acting in effeminate ways. But, and yes, it is wrong that they are doing that, but at the same time, like, this is why, you know, men like him, teachers like him, need to be out here teaching.
Somebody's talking to you. It's a routine.
Need to be teaching the so-called black youth, or more specifically, the Israelite youth. Okay, I will say, just because this is at the corner of my eye, one thing I hated about this video was the comment or not the video, the comment section, and they literally took something that was about that was about Israelite men, an Israelite man getting hate for teaching Israelite youth, okay, how to properly be men, as well as practical skills that will help them be successful in the future. And they took it and made it about themselves, like, oh, this is something that all boys, all people of all races need to, be aware of. Okay, if you look at the comments, you will see that. As I said before, definitely go watch this video on your own. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, just tidbits here and there. But yes, like it is so important that we have men like this to teach, or slacking, more specifically, a man in your child's life, more specifically the father of said child in that child's life, to teach them, the right way, to stay on the right path. All right, and when you don't have stuff like this, then you're gonna have these effeminate boys, all right, that are gonna become alphabets or thinking in effeminate ways and stuff like that. All right, let me also get this. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 9, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. So again, effeminate, these men that are acting in effeminate ways, okay, you're not going to inherit the kingdom of Yahweh, because you need to, get out of that, break those bad habits, and start, being a man. If you are a man, if you are male, whatever, you have to be a man. All right, this is the importance. You have to continue to grow, and and I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, it's easy, because if you grew up in a bad situation, then of course, doing things that is comfortable to you, or things that you learned, okay, it's going to be hard to break those old habits. But so Yahawadah, well, I mean, it's just the fact of the matter is, if you are the man of the Lord, the Lord is going to guide you out of that. All right. So next, he was talking about how a lot of people hate him because he's teaching them, what they did. He got an actual police officer to tell them about how to deal with the police, okay? And he basically is saying, what he's saying is actually scriptural. So let's get that right quick. Matthew chapter 5 verse 24. Matthew chapter 5 verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Okay, so I will say, as a disclaimer, as some context, are the police sometimes, if not most of the times, going to be looking to find a reason to lock you up, a reason to shoot you or to do anything to you? Absolutely. Deny that. But at the same time, regardless of what their intentions are, we don't have the power. We don't have the power in this society, and we need to, try to de-escalate the situation as best as we are able to do. And one of the ways that we do that is by just saying, okay, you know what? Sure. Okay, fine. Yes, officer. And cooperate to the best of our ability. All right. Cooperate to the best of our ability. Okay, without attempting to make them without giving them a reason to want to attack us or even to attack us. Okay. I'm not gonna say all the time, body cam is gonna save us. All right, because there are instances where they turn off their body cams. So, hey, that's a whole completely different thing. All right, but the main thing is, for us, while they have to keep up appearances, we need to try to just keep things civil if they are, and if he's acting all rowdy and whatnot, that it's all, at the end of the day, it's all up to the discretion of the Lord to make that cop or whatever calm down and stop and not want to attack you. But you're not doing yourself any favor by trying to combat an officer, all right, or the centurions, all right. Anyway, moving on, Slakia. Another thing is another thing is, let me actually get it instead. Bear with me, because I saw, fuck.
A lot of these black saviors like to talk about. This would be something that these young black boys grow up and become young black men. Don't have to be in a scenario where they might get in handcuffs for doing something stupid. But of course, seeing the video, you would think nothing could be wrong with this. This is something reasonable, respectful, and it causes no unforeseen outcomes. But apparently, to a lot of the dumbasses you see on the screen, this is something that is nonsensical and shouldn't be happening and shouldn't be taught. And you should instead teach these motherfuckers to start karate chopping police officers, or ignore police officers outright, or just start fighting them for no reason, because that's what it means to have a problem. To a lot of the don't have to be in a scenario where they might get in handcuffs for doing something stupid. But of course, seeing the video, you would think none of the dumb start karate chopping police officers, something that is nonsensical and shouldn't be happening and shouldn't be taught. And you should instead.
Oh my God! Like what?
To a lot of the dumbasses you see on the screen, this is something.
There. Okay. So I will let this. I will. You see the timestamp 12:32. Okay. So if you want to, you can check out a whole lot of stuff. I'm gonna go in a bit and tell you what they were saying. So basically, they were saying that they are they need to teach these kids. No, actually, this one dude over here, he's saying he's outright telling them that the kids need to be taught to kill before being killed. So he's telling them to literally fight the fucking cops. Now, if this is the this is the main reason why I wanted to make this lesson, because these people are just flat out teaching. They want to flat out teach these young boys, okay, these young boys to put their lives not put their lives in danger, but to forfeit their lives outright. In what world is it a smart idea to kill? Slacky, it's just like these people are demons, and the fact of the matter is that they do not care about their youth. They are teaching their children to. They just want their children to die. They are perpetuating that worse ideology than Esau Edom is, with all the bullshit that he's pushing out, with all the alphabetism and all this other liberal crap. All right, Babylonian stuff. All right, more specifically, okay, the Babylonian lifestyle. Esau is trying to teach them to die slowly, and they're trying to teach them. These Jakes are trying to teach them to die quickly. They're saying, okay, as soon as you get into a cop, fight them, shoot them, do all this stuff, and let them kill your ass immediately. How in, oh my God, Slocky. I'm in genuine disbelief at what I'm actually reading. Okay, I'm in just genuine disbelief, and I can't believe that people would actually say this. How are you still alive? Because you don't take your own advice. You're not taking your own advice. So as a result, you want these other children to do it. You want the next generation to do it. You want other people, other Israelites to do it. You want other people, other Israelites to die in that dumbass way, and you wouldn't do the thing. Because why aren't you going around and then just randomly shooting random cops? Okay, like what is that? Like what are you doing? What are you teaching? What are you saying? What is wrong with you? You know what? The real answer to what is wrong with them is that, the Lord put a strong delusion on them, for them to want to ruin the lives of the so-called young black youth. All right, like that is insane to me. I'm shocked at like what I just read. Isaiah chapter 53 verse 6. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord hath laid on him all. And this is the thing. Like we are sheep, all right, and we have all gone astray. Some of us are still astray, all right. And the thing is that just as these youth, as these children are in their youths, okay, they need to be led properly. They need to be led the right way. And someone literally went out of his way. He's using his time and resources to help this specifically the Israelite youth. Okay, he's trying to lead the youth the best way that he is able to. All right. Now, I'm not saying that, oh yeah, he's doing the absolute right thing, because he's not letting them know of that I know of the truth and whatnot. But the fact of the matter is that maybe he doesn't know, okay, and he being an Israelite man, he thought, you know what, let me take the responsibility of, at the bare minimum, teaching my youth, teaching my people how to maneuver a bit better in this society, compared to just letting them figure it out or letting them be destroyed. Okay, because in that same sense, I could have just been led astray. I could have just been gone about in my whatever way. But even then, I have all the people that I had spoken about before teaching me. I have the prophets teaching me. All right, all these different good influences. All right, teaching me, teaching our people the best way that they're able to. Through the Spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, the Lord set these men attempt to be good influences. But then, and it never fails. It never fails. You always gonna have, specifically Jake, all right, that's gonna have a problem with Israelites being taught the right way. All right, and then he's gonna get. Let me get that. Hold on. Mark chapter 4, verse 14. The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside where the word is sown, and Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. So when the Lord sets up his prophets, the Lord sets up men to teach proper and sound doctrine onto Israel, all right, then that's when Satan's gonna come. Satan in the form of Esau, Edom, Satan in the form of Jake, 2/3 Jake, all right, and they're gonna take out the word, uproot the word, so that there won't be any increase. All right, these people, they do not care, and freaking being so shit, and actually talking as if you actually thinking that actually thinking to forward self-destructive behavior, and claiming to be quote unquote pro-black. All right, like this just can't coexist. Like this is foolish beyond reason. And what's funny is I just saw a video that where this Jake researcher was saying that there was no, or let me phrase that, the whole police shooting Jake's, it for the most part was always justified. It was never a matter of what's the word, like the police finding a reason, or well, Saki, I don't want to put words in his mouth. Basically, for the most part, most of the times when the police shoot, it is for a good reason. Most of the times, I'm gonna say most of the times, it's very rare, and that's what the thing. I will get the video and I will put the link to that video in the description as well. Okay, he will say it better, stance on it better than I can just rephrase it and rehash it. All right. So, yes, let me get this. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. Ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. All right. So once again, Israel is lost, and they are just reaching out to anything that they can, they can grasp, any type of ideology or whatever, and they are on a self-destructive path. All right, a self-destructive path, and then they're teaching. They're willing to do things the proper way by themselves, but as for that's the thing. Like, it's so selfish, and it's also attributed to this whole Uncle Tom thing, which I will say I didn't want to say this, but to be completely honest, and I'm not being. None of this comes from any place of biases. All right, but this whole black conservative thing, I'm not saying that it's good, but comparatively, it is better than black libertarianism. The reason why is someone like Candace Owens. Okay, she basically talks about how people in general, they are or not people, but Jake that's actually in high places of power, like what's her name, Sexy Red, and all these celebrity blacks, not high places of power, but celebrity black, so-called black people. All right, they are pushing an agenda and pushing a bad influence onto our people, and she is against that. Surprisingly, she wants so-called black people to be better. While I will say her standard for better isn't ideal, or it isn't the best way, but it is better than the so-called liberal viewpoint. All right, so as a result of that, Israel, like, we really have a bad view on conservatism, when maybe not all the time, but I will say for most ideology, like say red pill for example, like red pill is the core of it is good, but a lot of Israelite men, they dropped red pill, or they don't associate with it or even claim or represent it, because a lot of the red pill stuff is at the end of the day racist. Just like conservatism is also racist, because there's a lot of people that are racist in it. All right, but at the same time, a lot of the things, the core values of it is better. I would say better, not good, but it's better than libertarianism. All right, so that is something that I did want to point out. 2 Ezra chapter 14 verse 17, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. And at the end of the day, this is all prophecy. This is all prophecy that people are going to be a lot more liberal in their line of thinking. And when I say liberal, I mean liberal in terms of the Babylonian mindset of liberal, as well as the wickedness that liberals push out. In addition to that, there's also the whole thing where they want these children to be foolish. They want these children to be demons. They want these children to be thugs and shit, to go getting guns and putting yourselves in danger. All right, like this is not who we need to be looking towards for teaching our children. Give him his props for teaching. Not a good man in the eyes of YAHAWAH, but better than most of the Babylonian people. All right. So, like, and also I will say, to give credit to where credit is due, a lot of the what the brotherhood is in this truth, a lot of us know, we share our knowledge, we help with what we can help. Okay, like maybe some brothers knows about taxes, maybe some brother knows how to fix a car, maybe a brother is a mechanic or whatever. Like that's what the brother out as well. Like they help each other out in in their time of need. Or hell, maybe you need some people to help you move and whatnot. That's a whole brotherhood, a whole group of men to help you as well. Like all these things are there for our help, to help us, and it's just that we have to be willing to ask and help each other out. All right, as well as be willing to share, just the same way you would want to share with your brother. Okay, like what's the difference between your brother and your brother in the truth? All right, like that's the same. It's the exact same thing. All right, it should be the exact same thing. So without this was edifying, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'Shem Yahawashi, Ba'Shem Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad Babal, and Shalom.